You want to bring us in again? Just won't steal your thunder this time?
No. I don't.
All right. Hey YouTube, welcome back to Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I am Derek, certified bourbon steward.
I'm Nick, certified bartender, and that's all I'm good at.
That's it. He comes in. We're in. That's all that matters. We've started the show out. Now we can begin and continue on with what we're doing.
Let's do it.
A little nip of knowledge. So what we're doing is, we did this, we tried the Glenlevit the other day.
Yeah.
And we were way off with it, and I found it odd that we would be off with it, and I didn't know why. The Glenlevit I had, the bottle, is over probably 7 or 8 years old at least.
Okay.
So now there is like a rule of thumb and age and proper storage for it, and I think I did them all wrong. So you're not supposed to store it anywhere near sunlight. You're supposed to keep it in a cool, dry place, and that extends the life of an opened bottle. Closed bottle, still you want to keep it out of the sunlight if possible, but an open bottle, once you open it, it's kind of got, it literally has a shelf life once you crack it.
And you had it poolside on a chair with a blanket on it, like hanging out with you.
Yeah, hanging out with you.
Like literally, as you were saying on picture, you sitting there with like one of the sun rays and the bottle next to you. Like,
me and the bottle of Glenlevit, we have a lot in common. Honestly, you want to know, this is something. That bottle of Glenlevit is the first bottle of whiskey I ever purchased. Like, to have for myself to actually get into the whiskey realm to start. And I started with that bottle right there.
Which is not a bad choice. Because you always gotta love this.
Glenlevit is good, and it
good
really is. But when we tried it, we were so off with our guesses, and I was like, this doesn't even... And when we said it, I was like, that's not. No. Yeah. It's Glenlevit. I was like, no, there's something wrong. So what we're doing today is a side-by-side comparison. Old Glenlevit, super old, against a brand new bottle I just purchased. Same one, 12-year-old Glenlevit, both of them. Same one. We're just going to try them and see where we're at. So we're going to start with the older one first. So this is the old Glenlevit, probably at least 8 years old, been opened. But the night we did it too, we had a lot of smoke in here, so I don't know.
It's Glenlevit, all right.
Got that slight smokiness, a little peat in the back. Got a little bit of honey in there going on.
It's pretty potent.
Little malt. It is still potent, but I'm interested to see against. And I don't know if it was just the whole evening that threw us off, because we had the smoke diffuser going, and that threw it off. And I was like, I just thought everything was smoky after that point. Mm. Okay, I like
It's
Glenlevit.
very peaty.
It's got peatiness to it. I don't think it's overly peaty, but I do like it. So now we're going to try the new one and see where we're at with that one, because it's, again, 8 years old. I imagine it's not going to be as fresh, or it's going to have as many flavors as the newer one.
I'm going to tell you,
off the nose is
it smells incredibly different.
Yes.
I'm not even going to sip this yet. I need to go back to this. That is insane.
It is. It's a fresher. It's brighter. There's a lot more to it.
That's a good point to point out too. Is that it's lighter.
Yeah, it is actually lighter. The newer one is actually darker. It's a little darker than the other one. So that does have. And again, I didn't store it properly when I had it. I had it in the sunlight, and I had it upstairs.
Fantastic.
So now I keep everything down in my basement, so it never sees sunlight. And temperature down in the basement, averages about 60 some odd degrees, 70 degrees at the hottest down there. So year round, and that's one of the things. And when you open a bottle, again, like max is like, maybe on tops it'll be like a year and a half, I think. Don't come bashing me with comments either. I'm sorry. I saw on another one when they were talking about it, and it actually goes by how much air you have inside of your bottle will affect it, because you're getting more alcohol evaporation. Yeah. So all of the proof is going down, so you're losing a lot from it the more you drink. So
yeah, and you're almost at halfway through.
They're pretty close to that one right there, but. All right, I'm going to go on this one. Right. But the nose is just a lot more strong nose on there with the smoke and the peat.
See, it's more open. It doesn't seem like it's been sealed. Does that make sense? Like,
it's fresher. It's It's like week-old produce versus brand new produce. That's the only way I can describe it. It's like it's crisper. It's more upfront with all the notes that you're getting out of it.
Yeah. It's not a crazy difference on the taste. Thought the difference in the nose was a lot more prominent, but on the palate,
is similar.
Similar, but you're right. It just has more of that.
It's crisper, fresher.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's just it's a nicer feel all the way around with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the flavors are all pretty similar. I don't think that the flavor palette has changed at all.
You know what a lot of people do is I've seen it on a couple of different of the sites that I follow, the whiskey pages.
It's harsher in the older one.
Yeah, it's not as bright, and that's the problem. It just doesn't have that bright flavor. But what a lot of people do is they have a whiskey party at the end of the year. So like all the bottles they open, they'll have just a big party, and they just try to finish them off at the end of the year. So you bring your open bottles, I'll bring mine, and so that's 1 year. So they're saying like those people is a year. This bottle's been open. I don't want to have it anymore. So you just work your way through it. So they have like a big party and they do it, which is a great thing to do.
That's a great idea.
If I did that, we'd have to crush like 50 bottles right now. So, in a year next year,
we might need to take a break.
We have to take a break.
All right, keeping it neat. We'll be back next year.
Come with some party here, folks. But if you store it properly and you get a lot more length of time out of it. Now, it doesn't ruin it totally, as you can tell. I mean, it's still got the flavors. It's still got all the stuff behind it. It's just that it's just not doesn't have the brightness to it. That's the way I can do the freshness, the brightness, like that peatiness and everything else. When you drew the new one compared to the old one, it just pops more.
Yeah.
And you get like, it's really a lot better. It really is.
Yeah, I don't really have much to comment besides you kind of said it all. It really is. It just tastes like a fresher, better glass that hasn't been sitting around. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got nothing else. You kind of hit it all.
All right, I stole all this thunder. I took it all today, folks, but I'm sorry about that. You don't need
lightning.
Ooh, all right, lightning. But hey, folks, thank you so much. Again, a little nip of knowledge for you, shooting it out at you. Again, comment down below. Let us know what you think. Do you have different thoughts on this? Have you tried it? What do you think the age is that when you have to get rid of your whiskey, or that it's reached its optimum time frame?
And if you say that you ever have to get rid of your whiskey, I won't ever comment on anything you post. I'm never getting rid of anything.
Well, I hold on to it because obviously, I hold on to it forever. I'm going to keep the whiskey. It's still whiskey. It's still good. It's not like it's going to make you sick. Whiskey, literally, we went to one bar and the girl said, whiskey never goes bad. It's just going to be whiskey. It's going to sit up there and people still buy it. So, it's just obviously you can tell the flavor profile is different, but it is what it is. I'm glad we tried it, and I think there is a difference, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but here's a little knowledge for you anyway coming at you, but here's hoping that you all find a little bit of luxury.
And otherwise, ordinary life.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care.
If you are ready and able to whiskey, be sure to drop a comment below. Hit those like and subscribe buttons and press notifications. Also follow Keeping It Neat on Instagram. Thanks for watching, kinfolk.